What's going on, YouTube? This is my post-fight reaction to the Tank versus Rolly fight, all right? And to get straight into it, I predicted that Tank would knock out Rolly in rounds 6 through 8. So Tank ended up knocking out Rolly in rounds 6, like I predicted. It happened by Rolly Romero running into a hook, a left hook coming from Tank Davis, and that sent him, down to the canvas. And as he was getting up, he couldn't, you can tell that his bearings weren't there. So the referee had to wave off the fight. All right. Now on my scorecard, I had Rolly up by 1 or 2 rounds. Okay, and I was actually surprised what Romero's game plan was, due to the fact that he was actually boxing, opposed to his previous fights where he would be a lot more wild and just all over the place with his punches, throwing them wide and doing all kind of stuff. So Rolly Romero was actually feinting. He was, he displayed some good timing in spots of the fight. He was controlling the range and taking steps back when Gervontae would look to try to lunge in and land a shot. He was actually tightening up his punches this fight. You know what I mean? And he was also, if you ask me, Gervontae Davis was a lot more cautious this fight. And, a lot of people saying that I've heard some people say that he was, timid or whatever the word is. Gervontae Davis wasn't timid. I think the right word to use would be he was cautious and weary, because against a guy like Rolly, who has power and who's so awkward and throws punches from awkward angles, you want to kind of, be a little more patient so that you're not running into one of his shots like how Rolly ran into one of Davis's shots. And I expected for this fight to be a 5 fight, and that wasn't the case at all. And and Davis did the right thing by fighting on his back foot, to keep Rolly off balance and, all of those good things. So another thing that I noticed that Davis wasn't doing was that he wasn't really jabbing as much, and his punch output was way slower than his previous fights. That's one thing about Davis that I noticed. As I've just mentioned, you got to be that way against Rolly because Rolly is so unpredictable, And Davis made the proper adjustments by, taking some shots to give his own as well. He did that in the later rounds. And I can tell that Romero kind of had Gervontae's respect, especially early on in the rounds. And another thing, during the post-fight reaction, there was talks that Rolly stated that he wanted to, have a rematch with Gervontae Davis. And to be honest, on that one, I really wouldn't want to see no rematch. I feel like it's not a point. And Gervontae stated his reasons for that was that Romero got knocked out in horrific fashion. So, and I agree with Davis on that note. You know what I mean? I wouldn't really care to see a rematch between those two at all. And who would I like to see Gervontae Davis fight next? I wouldn't mind seeing him face Ryan Garcia if Ryan even wants that fight. I noticed that in the post-fight interview with Jim Gray, Jim Gray asked Gervontae Davis if he wouldn't mind fighting, the Lomachinkos and the George Cambososes and the Haneys. I would love to see Gervontae fight any of those guys. And Gervontae said, I'm straight up, he was like, man, I'm looking to want to go at everybody. I want all the smoke with everybody. So that was good to hear, all right? So yeah, y'all, that's really all I had to say. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment below what you guys think about the fight. I would like to know. Until next time, peace.